So I'm gonna dive into this thing by saying this. All right, give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna dive into this by saying this right here tonight. First of all, I want to thank you guys for being here. Um, I want to thank you guys for being here. If in fact you're new to the channel, by all means, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. Share my videos and hit that thumbs up. When you hit the thumbs up button, it sends a beacon out to the world Earth. It sends a beacon out to the world Earth. Okay, so people, I'm gonna talk about something tonight. And I want to tell you that if you tell me what type of music you listen to, I can tell you all about you. People, these are some facts that I'm about to drop. And these are facts at 100%. I promise you. People, I'm a blue collar dude. My favorite music is classic 80s rock. That's my favorite. Classic 80s rock is my favorite music. My favorite movie is Grease. If you understand what my favorite music is, if you understand what my favorite movie is, it'll give you an idea of not only my character, but it'll tell you what I gravitate towards when I need that moment to get away. Now I need y'all to follow me. I need y'all to hit that thumbs up button, stop fucking with me, and follow me. People, I remember when I went in the military. And when I went in the military, I had a white roommate. And my white roommate was playing Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard. And I was listening to the song and I couldn't make it all out because I didn't want to let my white roommate, I didn't want him to know that I liked the music. So what I did was I walked past his radio, I looked at the cassette that was in the radio, and then when he left, I watched him as he left. I was in the barracks. I literally watched him leave. I went up to his cassette player and I fast forwarded through the cassette until I got on Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard. It was at that time, classic 80s rock became my best genre of music. People, I'm gonna tell you something. That was the moment I fell in love with classic 80s rock. If you don't know Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, it is the coolest song. I then fell in love with it. It started like a wildfire within me. People, if you look at porno music today, if you look at a porno today, if you go to Pornhub and look at a porno, you'll see people having sex to hip hop music. How do you have sex to hip hop music? How do you do that? That's just tells you right there the destruction and the mindset of people. If you like today's rap, you're a special person. That's all I'm gonna say. If you like today's rap, you're a special person. That's all I'm gonna say. Music will tell you all about a person. So let me go into classic 80s rock. You ever heard Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise? She calls out to a man on the street. Sir, can you help me? Oh, think twice. It's another day for you and me. I love the song. C'est la vie. You ever heard that song? Classic 80s rock is the pinnacle of pure music to me. People may say jazz. Some people may say hip hop. To me, classic 80s rock, it wasn't about taking stabs. It is how many times have you heard a rock and roll star making a song dissing another rock and roll star? The OJ said that music is a healing force of the world. It's enjoyed by every man, boy, and girl. How do the OJs say music is a healing force of the world? But then when black folks get a hold of it, we start saying things like pop the booty, and bitches, and the dumbness goes on. I remember that song that came out in the 2000s. I hope your wife runs off with a baller and this and all that. And when I listened to that song, I said, you know what? We are in trouble. That's what I said. My man Cortez, he's here. Cortez, I didn't see you over on Facts at 100%. The link is below the video. Facts at 100%. Get on over there, subscribe. Stop calling me Cortez. But Cortez said, anyone who prefers today's rap can't be trusted. Wow. Wow. I like that. That's deep. That's way below the surface, but very well said. Today's rap. So let me expunge on that a little bit. Let me jump on what Cortez just said. Cortez just said, he said, anyone who prefers today's rap can't be trusted. Where's that coming from? Right? Just check this out. When you listen to rap music from yesterday, it was wholesome music in its infancy. When you listen to rap music today, it is the number one reason why we got the trash in the ghetto like we have it. What's going on, Deshaun? Our music explains us. It's trash. It's garbage. Our women have succumbed to it. Now you got women that want to be like dudes. You know, my man Eric Jones said, I don't like female rappers. And I was like, why you don't like female rappers? He was like, House of Lamar said it's hot garbage. I like what Lamar said. But Eric Jones said, he said, when you listen to female rappers, they sound like dudes. They're totally not in sync with a woman. I was like, wow, that's true. I stopped listening to rap music 3 years before Respect My Conglomerate came out. You know how I know I stopped listening to rap music 3 years after Respect My Conglomerate by Busta Rhymes came out? You know how I know? Because the first time I heard the song, I said, oh, Sweat, I like this song. My daughter at that time said, Daddy, that came out 3 years ago. I was like, oh, I never heard it before. When you listen to music of yesterday, it was music that fed the soul. Music today don't feed the soul. Music today feeds anger. It feeds bull crap. Yeah, well, actually, that one is from the cell phone, so I disconnected it from the Wi-Fi. You cut the Wi-Fi down. But Deshaun is my quality control specialist. Dema says, really? Wow. I don't know if Dema is a female. I'm sorry. I don't want to say appreciate that man or woman. I don't want to say that. So Dema, I appreciate that. Did I see Miss LaKendra? She says, hey, Chris. But yeah. So when I listen, I want to just talk about me for a second. And then we can just jump into some other narratives. When you listen to me, what you're listening to is a person. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. All right. He says, no, I'm a guy, you punk at. Appreciate that. But listen, I'm gonna talk about me for a second, then I'm gonna inject another narrative. When y'all listen to me, when y'all hear me speak, you are listening to a person that, you know, the new series of Ghost that came out. I watched the very first episode and realized just how much that show or that type of TV poisons my psyche. And I never listened to it again. I'm sorry, I never watched it again. People, I am completely unplugged from life. I don't listen to news. I don't look at today's TV. I don't listen to today's music. I am completely off the social grid. I will remain wholesome so that my psyche isn't tilted. People, was it Mr. Doves? Mr. Doves is all on the board. Okay. No, I'm sorry, it was Cortez. He says, anyone who prefers today's rap can't be trusted. Let me now address that. Anyone who prefers today's rap can't be trusted. Do you know what today's rap is? Today's rap is garbage. To listen to it and be activated by some type of body movement means that you have absorbed it, you have accepted it, it's now there, and you're saying, yeah, this is it right here. So let me tell you what comes in with that. If you're a woman, attitude. Any woman that likes any rap music of today has an attitude. Call me wrong, but you have an attitude. And the reason why you have an attitude, because that negative rap music feeds a side of you. House of Lamar says, you are spot on. I appreciate that, Lamar. Any dude that likes today's rap music is a nigga. He's a booty out nigga. Miss LaKendra said facts. Anybody that likes today's rap music is ghetto. I'm kicking facts at 100%. Like I told you guys, the link is below the video. I got about 30 videos over there for individuals that are getting here. For individuals that are just getting here, please, man. I'm gonna take a brief pause. I gotta fill this up. Look below the video. You'll see the link for facts at 100%. Go over there, subscribe, bring us back. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break. My man House says, I subbed, man. Damn. Vitamins. Can I make this, man? I'm gonna go ahead and put my aminos in here because I ain't have my aminos today. I gotta get my aminos in. Oh man, this is gonna be super duper right, Tim. It's gonna be super duper right, Tim. All right, Hope you went and subbed. And so I got my aminos in here. See the white powder? That's my aminos falling to the bottom. I put some electrolytes in here. I'm gonna stir this up. I'm about this life. I'm about this life. Then we're gonna get back on this topic, man, because y'all gonna understand me tonight. As the great Sister Shalakemia says, I came to get you right on the day. That's what she said. Damn, that was a good shot. A fork shot. All right. So where was I? Oh, yeah. Anybody that listens to today's rap is ghetto. It's you gotta ask yourself, what is this music feeding? What part of me is this music feeding? What is it feeding? What is it feeding? What is this music feeding? When you sit down and listen to bitch this, bitch that, it's got a nice rhythm to it. Bitch this, bitch that. You know, when I think of bad rap, I think of Funky Beat by Houdini. And it goes, right? Here and now, I do declare this could be the new funky beat of the year. If you want a funky beat, but not just mine. I be rocking funky beats all the time. So now it's time. That song in 5 Minutes of Funk, me and my partner, from the start, we used to get together after dark. And I listened to lyrics. I was driving in my car yesterday, and I was listening to Close the Crack House by Professor Xavier. I was listening to Scenario by Tribe Called Quest and Busta Rhymes, the scenario remix. I was listening to Public Enemy, Is Your God a Dog? A lot of people don't even know that song. Public Enemy made a song by Tupac, about Tupac and Biggie Smalls. And in that song, he says, we're all a gunning, crowd going crazy, getting figure, proud to be called a bunch of chiseled niggas. And he said, claiming sides they don't own. He said the best of the East and the best of the West, sitting on that throne, people trying to ignore that they don't own a house built up on them skulls and them bones. Knew it'd be a matter of time, the play-by-play, 2 main rappers slain. Now let us pray. Idols in the sky, look at how they die. Right before your eyes, realize, is your dog a god or is your God a dog? This is Public Enemy. Made a song about Biggie Small and Tupac, saying, you guys claiming they don't own a house built up on them skulls and them bones. Knew it'd be a matter of time, so let us pray. Sooner it'll be a matter of time, so let us pray. Talking about Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Where did music like that go? Where did it go? Where did it go? We listen to music now and it is 100% pure grade A garbage. Every jar of it. Garbage. Garbage. We lost our women. When I listened to the last My Man song, hey, listen, if they made some, I hadn't heard them. But the 2 songs that stick out to me the most, Shantae Moore, when she says Shantae's got a man at home, and Lucy Pearl, don't mess with my man. When you listen to Lucy Pearl and she says, don't mess with my man. She said, you bitched at him all night and day and you complained till you drove my man away. Always saying something, that he wasn't good for nothing. So keep telling me why you're fronting. Just keep on walking. You had your chance of a good man. And Lucy, I mean, come on. We don't have songs like that. The music that is generated from the community you guys call black is garbage. The only thing it feeds is the dark side of you. So I want to talk about the dark side of you for a second. Y'all know I'm a big superhero whore. I'm a whore. You know, one of the coolest things I've ever seen on TV is when Tony Stark and Captain America walked up to Thor, and he was fat and had that ugly beard, and he said, Thor was just looking at Thanos in a transient state like this. He was just looking at Thor. He was just looking at Thanos like this. What is he doing? I think Tony Stark said, what is he doing? And Thor was like, absolutely nothing. You know it's a trap, right? Yeah. Then Thor was like, just so we're all in agreement. And he put his hand up, and you heard, and all his stuff came to him. And I thought about something that moment when he put his hands up and Stormbreaker Mjolnir came to him. And he was like, you know, this is, Tony Stark said, you know, this is a trap, right? And Cap said, I don't really care. And Thor was like, well, cool, just so we're all in agreement. And he put his hands up, right? And I learned something from that scene. You guys do the same thing Thor did in that scene. But Thor, he's a god, so he calls on his power. He calls on his weapons, Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. One of the coolest scenes, another cool scene in Infinity War, that was Endgame. That was Infinity War, the first one. Infinity War was the first one. Endgame was the second one. And when Thor said, the giant, whatever, the guy that made Stormbreaker said, Thor said, does it have a name? And the way he did, he looked like this. He said, Stormbreaker. Then he was telling Thor that some say that it can even summons the Bifrost. Now, there are some people that was into superheroes. I never knew about Stormbreaker. I was off and gone to the military, but I never knew Thor had an axe. But it was the coolest thing to say because Amdal died, and Thor now had something he can call on to take him to protect the 9 realms, or probably 8 now because Asgard was destroyed. Nonetheless, do you know what happens when you guys get into an argument with your woman? Like Thor put his hands out and called Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Your woman calls on her attitude. Just like Thor, he called his attitude. And then when that attitude comes, you're now dealing with a woman, a beautiful creature, fortified now with something that she called on, like Thor called Mjolnir. Did you see how cool it was? In Infinity War, when Tony Stark said, excuse me, but Earth is closed today, so pack your stuff up and go home. And then he said, Stonekeeper, does this earthly creature speak for you? Absolutely not. And he does all his things. But you know how cool that was to see Tony Stark go, and his suit started nanotech? Tony Stark called his suit. So what happens is, when you dealing with somebody, because here's what I said earlier. I said, if you're dealing with a dude that loves hip hop today, you're dealing with a thug ass booty out nigga. If you're dealing with a woman that likes hip hop today, she has an attitude. She listens to rap music, and rap music feeds attitude. Classic 80s rock feeds the joy and love in you. It's nothing demonic about classic 80s rock. It's a lot demonic and trash you can say about rap music. The cursing alone. Ass trash. Garbage. That's what it is. 100% pure garbage. Jay all day says, what's up, Chris? What's going on, Jay? Jay, listen, you guys can look below the video. You finally caught it because I don't be here. Facts at 100%, man. The link is below the video. Link is below the video. I know I haven't been here in, a minute. Dema says, thank God I don't listen to rap. Adrian says, ghetto as up. Very well said. Deshaun said, I like the beats, I just don't listen to the music. Very well said. You know, people, I don't say things. I don't speak because I like to hear myself talk. I don't. I'm not sitting here tonight and saying, I just want to sound funny. I want to have a cute little riddle. You know what Stevie Wonder said in a song as? Stevie Wonder said, because hate no love's the cure. You can rest your mind for sure that I'll be loving you for always. Stevie said, because hate no love's the cure. Hate no love is the cure. When Stevie Wonder made that song had some merit, a lot more merit than it does today, actually. But the amazing thing is, I tried to love my family. I'm talking about my child, my former child and her mother. I tried to love them, and with all the hate that she had in her heart, it couldn't cure her. That's how you know we lost. But when Stevie Wonder made that song, hate didn't have the platform that it has today. People, I'm gonna tell you something about hate. It has a very, very strong platform. And if you blink, you'll find yourself on stage with it and don't even know it. People, I'm gonna tell you something. I now see that hate starts with attitude. Hate creeps in. The Bible says hate and the devil can come to you at the form of your own children. You can sit back and be loving somebody, and they can be slowly chipping away at a platform to host, so you can host their hate. That's what Atia LaShawn Bradley did to me. Atia LaShawn Bradley started with a nudge. She used to do this to me from behind, though, whatever, and I used to be like, all right. Then it started with the swinging. Then the swinging went to swinging, throwing stuff, etc., etc. This is why now when hate comes, I'm on it. I attack it. I'm not going to be the same person the minute before the hate and negativity presented itself. I know where it's going. There is no cap on hate. There's no cap on attitude. It manifests. The more it's around, the worse it's going to do. It's like every time hate and negativity execute a physical act, it needs to be worse than the last one. Then I found myself getting attacked by Atia Bradley, scraping all the meat off my arms, trying to push me down the steps with my daughter in my arms. I had to punch her in the face. Her face swole up, and then she calls the cops. 3 cop cars came to my house, and I'm standing there, and y'all know the scene if I told y'all. They're coming up my driveway with these flashlights, and as they're walking up to me, I'm looking at them, and I'm saying, uh-oh, I'm about to go to jail now. But as they're walking up to me, I'm looking at the look on their face. I want y'all to see the look on my face. As they're walking up to me, they're going, sir, we need to talk to you. Sir, are you okay? I'm like, what? One dude said, sir, he said, sir, look. I looked down. I swear to God, I had blood. It looked like somebody doused me with blood. I had no idea the skin on my forearms was gone and I was bleeding. I had no idea. You know why I didn't have no idea? Because my adrenaline kicked in and my adrenaline was protecting me. That's how they knew. See, we got to thank God for white cops. Okay, a black cop would have tried to get some pussy from Atia and locked me up. But the white cops, they did the math. They said, when you're attacked, your body is in fight or flight mode. Adrenaline kicks in. So he was the one being attacked. So they went back and told her, we could arrest you because he has defensive wounds. People, this is what, let me tell you something. I've been in the trenches and I did nothing but love. This is why I'm telling you guys tonight. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. This is why I'm telling y'all tonight. Tell me what type of music you listen to, and it'll tell me all about you. And these are facts. If you saying, "Oh, I just," or cool, I got you. I got you. But the amazing thing is, what was once wholesome is now trash. I'll see you guys here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Later, y'all. Have a good one.